Hello guys, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to a new video, and today we are going on a night point of view drive with the new Ford Focus. This is the 2023 model, the facelifted version with the new face. First thing you notice is the new grille, a bit bigger, but also you see that the front badge has been moved from the bonnet lip to the grille itself. We also have the car equipped with the LEDs. LEDs are now standard, and then optionally you can get the matrix LEDs. These aren't the matrix, so these are the standards LED lights. Nice daytime running LEDs, very slim ones. They turn into indicators, as you can see when we unlock the car. And side profile reveals that this is a special version, so this is the active version, which means you have a bit of a more ground clearance, 30 millimeters on the front and 34 millimeters at the back. So this is the active, more robust version. You can also go for the ST line, which is more sporty. Let me show you the wheels. 17-inch wheels, beautiful design, and also very comfortable because we do have rather big tires, and therefore you know, the ride is smooth. At the back, very cool design and the lighting signature of those LEDs with a bit of darker housings, I believe. And yeah, well, Focus lettering, real exhaust, which is always nice to see. And now you see EcoBoost hybrid. So the model in our video is a mild hybrid. I'll talk about the engines in a moment, but yeah, first of all, I want to hear your thoughts on the design of this thing. And now, without further ado, let's jump on board and yeah, well, let's go on a drive. All right then, time to go. Start engine button is located here, and as you can see, we have the lovely view in front of us with the main star here. 13.2-inch touchscreen with the new infotainment system. So I will now start the drive, and you see we have the classic gear selector for the 7-speed automatic transmission, and we are now ready to go. So the model in our video is a mild hybrid, 1-liter EcoBoost mild hybrid with 48-volt electric system. And speaking about the options, there are many options for the buyers. Mild hybrid, either this one, 125 horsepower, or the stronger one, 155 horsepower. There's also the standard petrol, the petrol EcoBoost, 1 liter, or you can go for the diesel, 1.5 liter diesel. That's also one option for the buyers. So really a lot to choose from. Tell me in the comments, what would be your choice of an engine for the new Ford Focus? Now, speaking about the interior, as I said, biggest news being the new screen and new infotainment system. This is, I believe, the class leading in terms of size, 13.2-inch in this class. Not sure if, you know, any other model has a bigger screen. You also get the Sync 4 infotainment system, which is much more advanced compared to the one on the predecessor. And on the base trim you would get the smaller screen with the different infotainment system. So I actually really prefer this one. Now you may ask, where are the you know, switches and buttons? Well, there are way less of those on this model. So let's start by saying that yes, the AC is controlled on this, but it's really actually easy to use it. In terms of touchscreen controlled AC, I think this is among the best ones. Here is where you adjust the temperature, of course. So you can slide it, or you can just press it here. And now we will exit this garage and go for a nice relaxed drive around my hometown of Zagreb. And you may notice that when I turn, there is an extra light that turns to help you when you corner. And as I said, the matrix LEDs are available on this new facelifted Focus as well. In order to turn off the start-stop system, you need to press this. And in front of us, we have 4.2-inch screen in the middle and the classic dials on our left, and on our right, of course, the rev counter and the speedometer. Now there's also an option of digital cockpit with different views, and that one is really nice. Currently we have this sort of like the split screen, and as soon as you touch this section here, you can flip those. For example, now we have the radio and the big screen, where here we have the navigation. You can also extend the navigation, and now this really looks impressive. I will show you the 3D shape of the buildings. Okay, we have some maintenance here. Let me show you this. Look at this. Really nice details, and it's a pleasure to drive you know, during the night. I mean, obviously during the day as well, but like with this big screen during the night, it really stands out. So the National Theatre on our left, you see it here as well. And here the layout, you see some sort of like the ambient lights here. You can also put the roller on so it looks more clean. And yeah, well, what I would love to see are the extra ambient lights, maybe around the dashboard. This is also illuminated, but yeah, the ambient lights would really make this interior stand out even more. And information on this small screen, even though it is rather small, you have a lot of options here. For example, now we have this hybrid option where we press this and you can see like the electric system and the engine, depending on, you know, what you are doing, whether you are braking or accelerating. So that's just one of many options. You can watch my full in-depth review if you want to know more details about the infotainment system itself. But yeah, you can have, for example, the digital speedometer or Eco Coach. A lot of options here actually. This car also has a bunch of driving modes. So when you press the button here, you enter the driving mode selection. Now what I would love to see is that when you press it again, you change the driving mode, but that's not the case. You need to press it here. Eco mode, of course, for optimizing the fuel economy, and the throttle response, you can immediately see it's not you know, that fast compared to the normal mode. But when you press the sport mode, now you see that you have full power available, and obviously the gearbox is doing a bit of a different job, and obviously everything is here for better driving characteristics. And since we have the active model, we have two extra modes: slippery, which is made for, of course, wet surface, snow, rain, and the trail. Now trail is the mode which Ford says you should only use on trail and not on the paved road. So I'm not gonna turn on the trail mode, but let's keep the car in normal mode. Obviously, for standard city drive, this is where you would spend most of the time, I would say. And I really need to compliment this 7-speed automatic transmission, speed shift I believe they call it. It's so smooth, you don't even notice the changes of the gears, and they're very logical and smooth, and yeah, big thumb up from me. And when you press the home menu, which is located in the left here, upper left section, you see we go into the home screen where you access pretty much all of the functions: connect phone, mobile apps, obviously Apple CarPlay and Android Auto are available. Settings, here is where you can adjust the settings for sound, for the vehicle, and pretty much the system itself. Display settings, you can also put the day mode. There we go. Obviously it is a bit too bright for night, so let's go back and change this to automatic. And obviously now we have the night display. Since it is almost 1 a.m. here in Zagreb, and the ride is really smooth on those 17-inch wheels, because as I said, the tires have large sidewalls, so they are a bit of a balloonish tires, and therefore you get really a comfortable drive here. Obviously, if you prefer a more sporty appearance and sporty drive, then ST line is ideal for you, because then you would get the bigger wheels, I believe, but also the sport suspension, and the car would be lower obviously than the active trim. This is how it looks in complete dark. will just stop here for a second to show you a bit more of the interior. USB port and USB-C port, 12-volt power supply, some buttons here but only a few of those. Volume knob is still here. The glove box, pretty decent amount of room here, and then the main touchscreen. When you change the driving modes, this is what I wanted to show you. Very cool graphics. And each driving mode has, of course, the explanation. Slippery, and now let's put the trail one. Very cool graphics for off-road driving on unpaved dirt roads. This mode is not intended for on-road driving. Okay, so that's pretty much it. We can now continue our drive. And before we continue, I actually want to show you this. So you also get the L mode. You can put it now to L mode, and I want to explain to you, and I will use the help of this card to explain you the L mode. Go to, just a second, features, owner's manual, and now here let's search for L. And this owner's manual is really good because you can see various things and get information about the things that you don't understand maybe, or the things that you try to figure out where you should turn them on or off, stuff like that. Anyway, L. In L, so the low, your vehicle holds low gears. Note, we recommend using this mode for driving on hilly or mountain roads or when towing a trailer. Now, obviously, this is your detailed explanation from Ford. Let us also mention the safety systems. This car obviously has a lot of features: driver assist systems and safety systems itself. Lane keeping assist, pre-collision assist, speed sign recognition, rear view camera, speed limiter, all can be adjusted here, so you can turn them off or you can just have the alerts, but of course I would suggest keeping them on all the time. And that's pretty much it, I think. I hope you liked this night point of view drive, and stay tuned for more, as there will be a full review that's probably already live on the channel. And I will also go on a drive during the day where we will go on a highway to show you more details about the drive there. And that's it for now. Thank you very much for watching this video. Do subscribe and see you on the next one. Bye bye.